Father John Carmichael, pastor of St. Anne's Parish by the Sea, which is so beautiful, joins us to talk about a great media initiative. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's nice to be here in Catholic TV studios, Bonnie.
And of course, this is so different for you being on the This Is the Day set. You're usually so generous with your time. You know our Chapel of the Holy Cross so well.
Oh my gosh, I love celebrating Mass here, and I got to tell you, you have the nicest staff. They are so nice. They tease me, they give me a hard time, but they are friendly as all get out.
Aren't they great? Everybody's great. Yeah.
It feels like home.
Oh, good. That's what we like. We're your family. Thanks so much. Now, but tell us about Catholic traveling prayers.
Well, you know, I was at the amazing parish conference in Denver a couple of years ago, and they put on the monitor a piece by Chris Stefaniak.
Oh, yes.
Oh, what a great evangelizer, lay
Yes.
evangelizer he is. And he was on this cliff, and they came in, and I don't know whether it was a drone, I would hope so, but maybe it had been a helicopter, but it was so powerful that he used that video in social media that it just took me, and I was so surprised by it. So as we were heading back from the conference, I just kept on thinking, well, you know, there should be something we can do with video for social media to promote the church. And then I thought about Bishop Reed and his rosary.
Yes.
And he does such a nice job with the rosary. One of my favorite rosaries he does is in the Charles River. I grew up down the street from WBZ, and that's where he was shooting it.
Yeah.
And it was snowing. It was nice as anything. And I thought, boy, I love this. Now, they have it usually filming in studios or cathedrals, but outside in the nature, I thought it was so beautiful. So I go on various business trips, and, you know, sometimes you're inside rooms and not much to do, and I thought, well, you know, I could start taping the rosary. So I got myself a cassock, which Father Chris Hickey will be happy to hear about.
Oh, and there you are. Look, how beautiful.
Oh, there we are. And I decided I would start shooting them. But then I started thinking about, well, what were the reasons why you'd shoot one? Well, to promote the rosary, obviously.
Sure.
But we have a clip up there right now, and that is of myself praying by the swan boats in Boston. And it occurred to me there are a lot of mothers who brought their children into the swan boats who now are infirmed and can't ever go there again. But by going into our website, the Catholic Traveling Prayers, they're able to access it and be there. So I decided, as I traveled the country, I would bring my Sony camcorder with me, and I would go off there and I would shoot the Rosary, the Angelus, and some of our beautiful novenas.
Oh, how nice.
It
What a
really
great
is.
idea. Now, how much planning do you have to do to make that happen?
Well, you know, not a ton of planning, you know, because I'm there myself most parts, and I can set up the camera and just a little bit of editing that I have to do myself to do this, but not very difficult. You know, when I'm going to a different city, I kind of look inside the nearest attractions and try to figure out what would people really want to see. And one of the places that surprised me was St. Paul, Minnesota, which, forgive me, but I always thought there weren't a lot of things to do outside of the Mall of America. They have Minnehaha National State Forest. In there, they have these huge falls, and they have these beautiful brooks that go down there. So I ended up praying the rosary and some of the Angelus and some of the novenas by the stream and by the falls itself.
Oh, beautiful.
God's creation, right?
Beautiful. Yes.
Great way to glory God.
Yes. How tremendous. And what a wonderful way to share nature, share the prayer, and still be in community, even though you're just on your computer or maybe a handheld device or something.
Exactly.
You know? And clearly you have a great love of the sea. I visited the website to check out some of the videos, and there's a picture of you and Hallie Mae. Is that your dog?
Yes.
Yes, and your Duncans in hand.
Yes.
So tell me about your explorations with Hallie Mae and your love of nature.
Well, Hallie Mae was one of our parishioners' dogs.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you the truth, I didn't like dogs before that much. Hallie Mae is a Labrador Retriever. I fell in love with her, to tell you the truth, or she fell in love with me and won me over. So we go over there, and we use that set as well to pray the rosary. One of the rosaries I'm praying, we're near the water, and I forgot that the ocean was coming in rather than receding. So by the time I finished the rosary, the water was around my ankles.
So welcome to the world of media, right?
Exactly, exactly.
You got to deal with the unexpected.
We
It's
have
true.
people who will put some of these videos on while they're cooking a meal. And various places in hospitals where people, they can go on and they stream it. Now that we're moving from broadcast to streaming, they're able to stream it and take it any place they
Sure.
want to.
Yeah, it's the perfect, you know, portable prayer, right?
It is.
The rosary and some of the novenas and certainly our great Catholic traditions of those prayers. And given now that you're converted to be a dog lover, a prayer to St. Francis might be in order. So I have a suggestion for you: the blessing for the animals at one of the local zoos. I've always wanted to do that for here at Catholic TV. So
I'm up for that.
sounds good. So thanks so much for being with us. Thank you so much for your service for the daily Mass. That's the most important. We get great letters about the Mass and certainly of the Rosary. So we're so pleased that you've started this media initiative at St. Anne's. Tell people the website. It's been on the screen a few times.
It's www.stanns.net.
Great. And I encourage everyone to give it a try because it's a beautiful, beautiful website. Now back to the rest of This Is the Day.